Hello, everybody. My name is C3P Awesome, and woohoo! Yes, finally a new Evil Dead game. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for Ash in Mortal Kombat, but yes, we are getting a new Evil Dead game, an official one. I'm so happy. Forgive my mic right now. It is gonna sound a little bad. This is because I'm recording it on my crappy mic at the moment through my Oculus Rift because I just want to get this out of here. There will be a couple delays. I wanted to get this out directly after the Game Awards, but some things came up. But we're going to be breaking down the entire Evil Dead trailer because even though it's a minute long and we only get a few seconds of gameplay, there's still a lot of stuff to check out. I have it in 4K. I have to keep it in theater mode for now because of my recording software, but let's get right into it.
I had a real life once. I had a
Okay, first things first. This is the shack that Linda dies in. He mentions a couple seconds later that he has a girlfriend named Linda, so it fits. You know, this is where she got her head chainsawed in a very epic format off screen.
wonderful girlfriend, Linda. Together we drove to a small cabin in the mountains. Necronomicon ex mortis.
Okay, a couple things. We might have to go back a little bit. Okay, there's the cabin in the woods. You can see here that there are a couple crosses. I believe this one is Linda's cross, and I'm not sure which that one is. It might be Ash's girlfriend, whatever her name was in Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Necronomicon ex mortis.
Okay, go back a little bit, go back a little bit. Even though that this is 1 minute long, there's still so much stuff to check out. So obviously there is the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, the Book of the Dead, but interestingly enough, you can see here Linda's little magnifying glass necklace that Ash gives her is also here on the table, you know, making him very sad, making him all weepy. So it's cool that they're actually adding stuff from the Evil Dead movies, and they're not just going forth and doing this a cash grab. You can tell that already there is a lot of love just even put into this trailer. So many references.
Mortis.
Okay, so a couple things. There's the fire axe from Evil Dead 1. And in the backyard, you can see a torch, which isn't in any of the Evil Deads, which is interesting. I think that's going to be something that's different. And I believe that this door was opened by Ash when he was stumbling through with his severed hand, I think.
Book of the
Okay, next thing. There are the tapes right here of Annie's father. There's a picture of Annie. So maybe that's foreshadowing that she'll be in the game. And then there's also a pair of glasses. I forgot whose these are. And I believe those are the incantations.
dead.
Okay, there's the cellar. And I should mention the cellar is chained up and not wide open. So that means that maybe we could see a Deadite from one of the movies down there, as this is foreshadowing to be a sort of legacy game with all of the different eras. So we could potentially see Henrietta down there, or Cheryl, or something like that. We have the laughing deer from that very crazy scene where Ash gets into a dance battle with the desk lamp, which is hilarious. Okay, we get our first look at the Oldsmobile. It seems like to have some blood on it, so maybe that means we can run over Deadites. We also get our first shots of Kelly.
Seems an archaeologist had come.
Kelly is from Ash vs. Evil Dead, the TV show, so it's nice that her actress seems to be reprising her role. I don't know if she's going to voice her character. She probably is, but she looks very good in this game.
To this remote place to
Okay, this guy might look familiar. This is King Arthur from the third movie. I believe it was called Army of Darkness. Yeah, didn't have any Evil Dead stuff on it, but this is King Arthur from Army of Darkness, and it's interesting that he's in this game because Kelly kind of makes sense, but Arthur comes from a whole different era, so it's a little strange and is also maybe foreshadowing at what this could mean for the story, if there is going to be a story of this game. But it does seem like we're going to be able to have cross-play across all of the different eras. However, we only really saw the cabin, but it is nice seeing that Arthur has made his appearance. I don't know if his original actor is going to reprise him, but he does look just like him, so maybe.
translate and study his latest find.
Okay, another thing. This Deadite doesn't look like to be anything else, but you can see in the back there is a bit of blood right here. The boards have been chained up, so this is probably the cabin from Evil Dead 2 and not the cabin from Evil Dead 1 when everything was still newer. Now Ash seems to have boarded everything up, and you can see here that he's poking at him with the sword. And yeah,
It was never meant for the world.
thanks for that. That really helps. You should probably dismember him, but it is nice to see King Arthur in the game. It's gonna be interesting.
Of the living. The book awoke.
Okay, we get our first view of one of the Deadites. We see that it looks like the Deadites are going to be from the Ash vs. Evil Dead era. There's not just this guy,
Something dark in the.
but also these two guys, and you should be dead. But you can see there that their foreheads are kind of weirdly shapen. These are the Deadites that we saw specifically in Ash vs. Evil Dead, not the ones from Evil Dead 1, which are all gross, or the ones from Evil Dead 2, which are more funny. These seem to be like the ones from Ash vs. Evil Dead. So it seems like we're going to have the less ugly looking ones, which I am grateful for, because even though this is going to be a horror game, I'm glad that we don't have to look at those ugly things all the time. Or maybe they'll be all of them. We don't know.
Woods.
Okay, we get our first view of Ash from the back here, but and he's like the Evil Dead 2 character representative, and then there's Evil Dead
Took
1,
Linda.
which is really interesting that they brought this character in. A lot of people haven't recognized him. This is Scotty from Evil Dead 1. He had a couple fight scenes in the movie, but he didn't really do much. He did die in the movie. He didn't really serve that much. It's interesting that he's armed with a pickaxe and not the fire axe that he used to dismember Shelly, but it does seem like we are going to be getting Scotty as the representative of Evil Dead 1, which is interesting. And then, of course, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Bruce Campbell as Ash Williams, and it is his voice in the background, so yes, Bruce Campbell is going to be Ash Williams in this game, which I'm very happy about. I love Bruce Campbell. He's just the best. He's hilarious, and I just love everything about him.
And then it came for me.
And we can see that the models look really, really good. This doesn't look exactly like Ash, I will say that, but it looks almost just like him without like all the blood effects. He has sort of cauterized wounds, which is good. You know, it would be kind of ugly if he had blood all over his face. And then we get a nice shot here with our four main playable characters. We have, starting from the first movie, we have Scotty from Evil Dead 1, we have Ash from Evil Dead 2, we have King Arthur from Army of Darkness, and then we have Kelly from Ash vs. Evil Dead. So I don't know if these will be the only playable characters, but it looks like they all have different weapons, which makes them unique. But we'll talk about that in 1 second, because the last 10 seconds are where most of the content is. Okay, so we gotta go by this frame by frame, literally frame by frame. So first, we can see our four main playable characters. We have Ash here shooting a Deadite, and it looks like the Deadite has dropped something. I can't tell what that is, but we also have Scotty over here, as well as Kelly and Arthur, who are apparently all armed with shotguns. I don't know if this is a placeholder. This is pre-alpha footage, from what I know, so this could be changed, because later we're going to see something different. Okay, we see here that Ash is chopping up a Deadite, and in the background, I believe that's Scotty slashing someone. No, that is King Arthur stabbing someone through with his sword, and then it looks like a Deadite here is going to be attacking him, so most likely we're going to have a lot of health, as there are going to be a lot of zombies. There's probably going to be, or are these zombies, Deadites, excuse me. I don't know if there's going to be dismemberment or gore, but it does look really, really violent, which is nice. It seems like some Deadites are armed with different weapons. We can see over here that this Deadite has an axe, or maybe King Arthur is holding the axe. And then in the background, we can see his head is just completely gone as Arthur is doing that. We see Ash again shooting at a random Deadite, and we see here Tommy also has a shotgun while Arthur is just booking it. I don't know if this means that you're going to be able to customize your characters with whatever weapon they have. What I think is each character is going to have a ranged weapon and a melee weapon, which will have different properties. Because Ash has his one-arm shotgun, one-arm chainsaw thing. Tommy, I have Friday the 13th on the mind. Scotty seems to have a normal shotgun, not the sawed-off shotgun. And while King Arthur did have a shotgun too, maybe that's just a placeholder for a potential other one. Maybe it'll be a bow and arrow, something along those lines. But yeah, it seems like he also shot off his arm. So I don't know if the everything's gonna roll around, but there is gonna be dismemberment, I think, here. That's good. Okay, we see here that Arthur and Ash are over there fighting, and I think that's Scotty too. And then we also see here Kelly fighting someone. And alright, so I finally get a good look at this. This looks like to be either a shovel or a hammer, and she's smacking someone with it. So that does reaffirm my idea that every character will have a melee weapon and a ranged weapon, which makes them different. Yeah, as you can see here, her shotgun is different. It's actually one barrel, and it seems to be more precise than Ash's double barrel shotgun and Tommy's other shotgun. I'm sure that King Arthur is going to have something different other than a shotgun. Maybe he will just have a shotgun as a placeholder for now. It seems like every Deadite is dropping something. I'm not sure what that is, but they are dropping something. Okay, we get a little bit of Tommy gameplay. He has a pickaxe by the look of it. I'm not really sure why, but it does look interesting. He has a bit of blood on him, but other than that, he should look alright. Ash is over here with King Arthur and Kelly, seemingly just taking on some other Deadites. There's not much of Scotty gameplay. Okay, but you do see here, it seems like the Deadite exploded, so maybe the Deadites just die in one hit. I'm not entirely sure. If they did, that'd be kind of a waste. I hope that they have a bit more health than that, but whatever. Okay, right back that up just a tiny bit. Because we can see we can drive the Oldsmobile, and on the back you can see Groovy, just a little reference again. But it seems like we're going to be able to drive the Oldsmobile. Maybe we can smash through multiple Deadites with it, and that's why there was blood on it before. Who knows, but it does look really, really good. And then we also get a little bit more gameplay, and again, here's something interesting. Arthur is holding a hammer, and not... Well, there's actually a lot in Arthur's little gameplay snippet that we're going to look at. So first up, Arthur seems to have, for some reason, some sort of hammer-looking object, which I think is slated to be that each character has like different weapons you can select, because Kelly seemed to have a hammer too. Meanwhile, Scotty had his pickaxe, so maybe that means that we're gonna have different customizations. So I was wondering why didn't he have his sword, but he did have his sword earlier in the trailer, so maybe that means again customizable weapons. And who knows what King Arthur is gonna do? Arthur is kind of the weird character here. If we look a little bit more after he smashes him, we can see that there's some sort of orange portal in the background where Deadites are coming out of. Maybe this is an objective that we all have to destroy. If this is a co-op match, maybe this is like the spawn point of sorts that we could just kind of camp for points. I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure this game is going to have a lot of replayability and a story mode, or at least a lot of online multiplayer, because it does look really, really fun. And honestly, I love the effects. You can see here, the effects look really, really good and detailed. But yeah, that's the end of King Arthur's gameplay. And that's the last thing we have. So I am gonna look at everything here. It says the Evil Dead characters, LLC Evil Dead 2, Dead by Dawn, blah 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 blah. Army of Darkness, yes, yes, yes. And then we also have Ash versus Evil Dead the game. And you might be wondering, why am I looking through all of this stuff? And that's because I just want to affirm that we will not be getting any content from the 2013 reboot film. I don't know if anybody was looking forward to seeing some reboot content, but it doesn't look like we're going to be getting any. But yeah, that is the entire trailer, which definitely looks interesting. There was definitely a lot laid over in this trailer than I think a lot of people just kind of put it out for. It was only a single minute long, but there was so much content to look over. So many like little gameplay snippets that I'm really looking forward to, and I think this just might be one of my games that I'm most looking forward to in 2021. I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to see how each character plays. I hope that there is a reason to pick one character over the other, and that there are more playable characters other than just these four to make them feel more special. I am hoping for Pablo and other characters, because one character from each game or each movie will be kind of a waste, you know, that we should have tons of playable characters.
For me.
But yes, we are going to be doing more Evil Dead stuff once this game is out, and I hope that you guys thought this was an interesting little video, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.